Hello everyone, my name is Andre Angelo Regidor and today I am your reporter, and today we are going to talk about entrepreneurship. So in entrepreneurship, it is the process of creating, developing, and managing a business venture by taking on financial risk to seek a profit. It involves innovation, a combination of skills and vision to meet market demands and create value. An entrepreneur is the individual who undertakes this process often through a combination of new ideas, products, or services. So, in the introduction itself, we will understand that entrepreneurship is really in line with our chosen course in hospitality management, because our course and chosen course and career in the near future is very flexible, and one of these flexibilities is being able to be a business owner, or we will be able to run a business of our own. So entrepreneurship is really big help when it comes to business, because in here we will learn how to innovate or how to take care of our business and career. So let's learn more in our topic for today. So listen carefully. So, definition of entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are individuals who are tasked with creating new and innovative products with an already established business backed by a company's available resources. Entrepreneurs develop open-ended ideas and turn them into real-world products and services. So, if you are an entrepreneur, you should always be flexible. This is what I am telling you, that we should always be flexible, because in our business industries we have a lot of new ideas, new trends. So it's always us about it's all about us in learning to adopt in the new trends, and able for us to innovate and create new ideas, because you really have to have a very strong mind and very strategic mind in business, because every year and maybe every day there are changes when it comes to businesses. So we should always be ready to adapt and have new ideas. What is that, Mom Elicar? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mom. I was absent yesterday. So maybe move on with our topic. Economic theories that shape entrepreneurship. So, in economic theories that shape entrepreneurship, the first one is economic growth. So, in economic growth, entrepreneurs are considered a crucial driver of economic growth due to their ability to innovate and allocate resources efficiently. So, next is job creation. By creating new businesses and products, entrepreneurs generate employment opportunities and contribute to overall economic development. The third one is market dynamics. Entrepreneurial activities, especially innovation, lead to dynamic changes in markets, influencing consumer choice and industrial structure. So overall, this tree has connection with each other: economic growth, job creation, and market dynamics. So entrepreneurship has really a big connection when it comes to economic growth, because of course, if a country has a very good economic status, there will be growth in its economical status, and it will be better for us, and we will have a better economic standing in our nation or in our country. And in job creation, by creating new business and products, entrepreneurs generate employment opportunities and contribute to overall economic development, which is good, because every entrepreneur, if we created a new product or if we are able to create a new business, we will be able to give a new jobs, or we will be given a chance to give other people to have a job and have a chance to have a better life in the future. So let's move on. So sorry about that. Characteristic and roles of an entrepreneur. Number one in the list is passion, a strong inner drive that motivates them through challenges. Yes, it's really important for a entrepreneur to have a passion. There should be something or something that inspire you or fire inside you to push you through your limits to do your best in times, especially when it comes to thinking about new ideas. So there, you should always have a passion and able for you to have a fire, and you will be driven to do your best, and your interest will not die in that business. So the next in the line is risk taking, a willingness to take calculated risk and make decisions based on their expertise. So yes, oo nga naman, when you are a business owner or if you are entrepreneur, you are really should be willing to take risks. Actually, every one of us, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to business, when it comes to promoting your idea, when it comes to innovation, we really have to take a risk. Because just like what they always say, you have to take a risk or lose the chance. You know, no one becomes successful without taking risk. The third one in our line is adaptability, the ability to be flexible and change direction where circumstances requires it. This is what I am telling you kanina na about being flexible. I mean. So if you're an entrepreneur, you should be flexible because we don't know at times, especially when there are new trends, we need to adjust, we need to adapt, and able to get our consumers' attention, because you know it is always the marketing strategy that will pull us to the upside of the industry. I'm so sorry about that. I am having a rough book chart. So next is creativity, the ability to generate new ideas and find innovative solutions to problems. So this is what I am telling you a while ago. You should always be ready to adapt or innovate. Because let's say for example, there's a new trend, or there are things that get the attention of the new generation. So for example, if you have already existing product, for example, a gadget, or let's say for example a food, you should always come to think of new ideas to innovate that product and able to catch the youth's attention, because one of our biggest market in the industry are the youths, because they are the one who are always inclined and who is always updated to the trends. You should always be creative when it comes to thinking new ideas. Next is leadership, the capacity to guide, inspire, and make decisions for their team and organization. Of course, leadership is really important. If you are going to run a business, you should always have empathy. You should always put your feet in other people's shoes, especially to your employees. Because a successful business have a successful leader. And in able for you to become a successful leader, you should always be a successful listener to your employees. Because that is the only way your employees will do your best and listen to your words and listen to the things that you are telling them. So you should always be a good leader and good example to your employees. Next is resilience, the ability to persevere and bounce back from the setbacks. So, for example, you have setbacks, you have problems, you should always be ready to face these setbacks, because we never know what we are going to face in this industry. So you should always be ready in those kind of setbacks, and you should always innovate, be ready to do your best and able to face that risk. And even though you are facing that risk, at least you are sure that you are winning in this industry and you are winning and saving your business. Next is confidence, self-belief in their abilities and idea. Of course, you should always have faith in yourself, especially in yourself, because when it comes to business, the first person who will believe in your business capability is yourself. Because if you don't believe in the capabilities of your own product, then how others would definitely believe in you. So you should always have confidence. So next in our line is curiosity, a desire to constantly learn, explore trends, and seek improvements. Yes, you should always be curious around you, and you should always be curious about new things, because it's like Being entrepreneur is just like being a child. You should always have that will and curiosity that drives you to wanting to learn more about new things and new ideas, because that is the only way you will get new ideas and you will be able to innovate. You should always be curious. Next is discipline. The ability to stay organized and follow through on goals. Of course, discipline is the number one priority. Not just in you, not just in your business, but also in your employees. If you have discipline, and if unity connects with discipline in your company or in your business, then you will be able to follow the goal of your company. So always prioritize discipline. It is really important for you as an entrepreneur. I'm so sorry. Next. Okay. Risk and rewards of entrepreneurship, barriers to entrepreneurship. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Because of course in the business industry there are a lot of rewards and risks when it comes to your business. So let's compare and contrast them. Can you see the... I'm so sorry, this is PDF file, I can't view it fully, but I hope you can understand it while me explaining it. I'm doing my best to explain. So these are the rewards. So number one is autonomy, being your own boss and having control over your work. Yes, actually when you have your own business, it is one of the best feeling that you have. You are very lucky because you are your own boss. And if you are your own boss, doesn't mean that you will not care about your employees anymore. You should always think about them also. Just like what I said a while ago, empathy is really important. So autonomy, you might be your boss, your own boss. You might be the person who can control everything, especially when it comes to your business, but you should always have empathy with your employee. So yeah, this is one of the best rewards, I guess, because you are your own boss of your own business. Next is financial gain, potential for unlimited income and profit if the business succeeds. Yes, that's everyone's goal when it comes to business, financial gain. Because of course, you're not going to run a business if you're not willing or if you're not dreaming of having a financial gain. It's really important. It is one of the best rewards because, you know, our world is circulating about money and our world will not work without money. So I guess this is one of the best rewards. Next is, do you get me, guys? Financial gain, did you get that? I hope you get it. Next is job satisfaction. The fulfillment of building a successful company and solving problems. Yes, this is one of the best rewards also, because aside from being satisfied from your job, if your successful company have solved problems and reached the top, you are not just winning in life, you are not just winning in business industry, you are also helping the employees win because you are giving them a good living and a good future. And I hope for the future entrepreneurs here in our class will also learn to value their employees, because if they have a job satisfaction and if you have a business satisfaction, then they are not just working to you as an employee, they are working to you as a family. And if they work to you as a family and they enjoy working in your company, they are not just gaining money, they are gaining company and security in their future. Next is impact, creating a legacy and helping others through products or services. So of course, the impact. The benefits of having a successful business and career and innovation and products doesn't just benefits the company or the business. It also benefits the consumers, the guests, and the clients. Why? Because Our number one priority is giving the clients a quality product and a quality service. And if we are able to give that qualities to our clients, then it is also a win-win to them. Because our clients are seeking for comfort. So if we are able to achieve comfort and quality service and quality products, then it also benefits them. That's what makes you a successful entrepreneur. So next is risk. Number one in the line, of course, financial risk. Losing personal investments and facing a lack of steady income. Yes, just like what I said a while ago, in every business, there is a risk, and you should always do your best to succeed even though you face this risk. In the end, it will all be worth it. Just do your best and always prioritize quality over quantity and serving quality service. Then definitely and surely you will reach the top of the industry. Next is business failure. High rate of new businesses failing within the first few years. Yes, this part is really normal actually. Being a business owner or entrepreneur, you should always be ready to fail. Because especially when it comes to the few years and first time of the years, because if we all know the saying that you have your own time to shine, you should always keep that on your mind, because not all the time is you will be able to achieve the things easier or faster, because things really takes time, and it's really quite good actually, because things that takes time is really beautiful and last for a lifetime. So if you fail, it's okay. It might be a risk, but at least you tried. Always remember that you might fail in the first try. It means there's always a second time for you to do your best and improve your work and be able to succeed. Always remember that. Next is work-life imbalance. Long hours and the pressure to succeed can negatively impact the personal well-being and relationships. Yes, even in business, even in small business, you know, work-life imbalance, long hours of working, or being pressured, or having the impact of being pressured to succeed is part of parts of our life, not just in business, not just in entrepreneurship. We all have this kind of pressure in our life because all of us want to be successful. So if you want to be successful, you should know how to face and manage this kind of risk, because the only way to succeed is facing the risk, always doing your best, always open for the second try until you reach your goals in life. Next is uncertainty and stress. I'm sorry. The constant need to manage risk, make crucial decisions, and deal with unforeseen problems. Yes, of course. If you know the word lack of judgment, you know, yes, this is also normal when it comes to business. Sometimes we have lack of judgment, we come up to decisions, not thinking about it widely. We come up to decisions immediately because, you know, there are things that are very demanding in the business industry and in entrepreneurship that you need to decide immediately. But sometimes also have setbacks or have another new set of problems after that decision. But you know what? It's okay. It's always okay. It's all about learning. Business is not just about waiting for financial gain. It's also about learning, because being a successful entrepreneur is also failing and learning from hardships and problems that you face all throughout your journey. Because, you know, success is better to be told as a story when it has failures and setbacks that you overcome throughout the years of your experiences. Next is market. So, Next in our list is market unpredictability. Unstable market conditions and rapidly changing consumer trends can threaten a business. Yeah, it is really normal to have a unstable market conditions. That's why I always told you to be flexible. Because in the entrepreneurship industry, being flexible is a must. Because yearly, monthly, or even every day, there should always be a new trend. There always has a changes when it comes to trends. So you should always be flexible and ready to create and innovate new ideas and able to keep your business on trend. It's as simple as that. So, did we understand our discussion for today, classmates? Do you have any questions? What? Shut up, Argonza. You're not listening kanina. It's your fault. Go home. Anyone else has questions? No? Okay, thank you. So, that's it. That would be all. Thank you.